All right, so let's talk about how to find an outlier, okay? An outlier is any data point that is far away from the rest of the data points. So it can be way, way, way larger than all of the data, or it could be way, way, way smaller, okay? It lies outside the rest of the data. That's why we call it an outlier. It lies outside, okay? So when we're talking about outliers, outliers, like I said, can be way larger than the data set, or they can be way smaller than the data set. Whatever it is, you're gonna see like a cluster of data or like a group of data, and then you're gonna see a number that is way, way, way smaller or way, way, way bigger. Okay, and that lies outside the data set, so we call it an outlier. So when we're talking about visual outliers, I love visual outliers because they are so easy to see. What you're going to see is you're going to see, like I said, your cluster of data. They're all grouped down here together. You're going to see a big gap and then one little guy out here all by himself. Okay, and this one is our outlier because he is way larger than the rest of the set of data. Okay, if we look at it, it's talking about the number of hours practice. Most of our people are between 2 to 4 hours, but this one person over here spent 13 hours practicing. That lies outside the data set, so it's an outlier. Okay, here's another one. It says a survey of ages were collected at Black and Gold Academy this summer, and the following ages were documented. So what we have to do is we have to look at our data set and identify the outlier. Okay, so if we look at our data set, first we see here's our cluster of data. Most people at Black and Gold were between 12, 13, 14-ish years old. Okay, then we see our large gap. And then we have this one little guy out here by himself. So 24 is our outlier. It is way larger than the rest of the data set. So it's our answer. Okay, so that's what I want you to use when you're thinking about outliers. I want you to think of one that is either way, way, way smaller than the rest of the data set or something that is way larger. It lies outside of the data.